Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to Scream Kingz. Okay. Well, hi everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight to Scream Kingz for the episode that you have been screaming about. I am TaMon Kane. You can find me at TaMon Kane on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. And any other platform, do the same. Tell your friends all about us. You know who we're with tonight with my Scream Kings, Mark, Bobby, and Michael. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're good. I'm good.
I'm
good.
great.
You're
Happy
great.
to be
Y'all don't
here.
sound great. Y'all sound like y'all sleep.
We're
I'm awake.
amazing.
Perfect.
Woo!
That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you. And we are welcome tonight with a very special guest, a screamer in his own right. We have Germ. Hey.
Hola, hola.
All right, Germ, tell everyone where they can reach you.
Well, guys, I am on Twitter. Germs Got Jokes. It's on the banner there. And Instagram main event Germ. And I also am a co-host on Rise from the Dead podcast. You can find me on Twitter, the show on Twitter or Instagram, Rise from Dead Pod.
I'm so proud.
Yes. Come
I'm
on.
so proud of you. I'm so proud.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, they have a specialty of curating forgotten, maybe even B-level sometimes horror movies that people don't talk about and bringing them back from the dead or condemning them back to the grave. So definitely check out their podcast. It's amazing.
Yes.
We've all been on it. It's a great time. Hey, Mark.
Yes. Please welcome the
What's up,
masses.
beloved?
Great for you.
Say what?
Not you. I'm sorry, Mark Holly. We're going to call him Holly. Hey, Holly.
Hello, Holly. Thank you.
Oh, and so my Scream Kings, tell them where they can find you because I don't think we got a chance to do that.
You start first.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And I'm tossing it right to you.
Okay. Well, my name is Mark, as y'all already know, and you can find me at the Anti-Critic on Twitter or on Instagram at Midnight Social Distortion or Marco Estes. And I do have a podcast named Midnight Social Distortion.
All right. This is Bobby Torres with a Z, not an S. YouTube channel Bobby Likes the Spooky. Also a co-host with my buddy Mike over here, People Under the Scares podcast. And I'm here. Screen King.
Ow.
Whew, I'm tipsy already, y'all.
Yes.
You, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ThackerayBinks86, and I'm also on the People Under the Scares podcast with Bobby above. And we have just started doing a Buffy watch along
Yes.
B side of the podcast.
I'm so happy.
Finally.
I know, right? I've been.
Yes.
Let me stop. I've been on their ass ever since last summer. But
Well,
okay.
it's been in the works for a long time, but I couldn't say it. Every time TaMon's like, when you starting Bobby, I'm just like, I started already, but
Stay on their asses. Just stay on their asses.
Okay. They are already in these comments, y'all. But for those watching, for the returning guests, and for the ones who this is your very first time, we have a very special tradition here on Scream Kingz where we play a drinking game because, as you know, we like to get a little tipsy. And tonight's drinking game is a special word / phrase, the core four. Anytime you hear the core four, make sure that you take that drink up to your lips and sip, 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 sip. Germ, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Another tradition we like to talk about a certain subject, right? So, Germ, what are you screaming about?
What I'm screaming about right.
Yeah.
Scared to shit. What I'm screaming about right now is I'm still on a high from the announcement of the Dead by Daylight movie.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that.
Okay.
Now, Jeremy, let's talk about Dead by Daylight because I've played with you and TaMon and
Let's talk
Bobby
about
and Mark. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it real quick, 5 seconds.
Let's talk
Y'all be
about
fucked up. Y'all be doing your
waiting all
own
day
extra
for this.
shit and then blaming everybody else. We just gonna
Been
leave it
waiting
there at
all
that.
day for
You
this
know what?
shit.
This is a democracy, and I want to say this: raise your hand if Michael is absolutely useless during a match.
Oh, not useless.
Halfway.
Eat it, bitches.
Majority.
Y'all are not real survivors. That's all I gotta say.
Just be on the hook. Have y'all played with those twins yet?
Yeah.
You know, like those twins are part of the core four.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's what we're starting.
Oh, shit.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
I
Let's
did
see,
play
we
with
got,
them though. They're okay. I
Ooh.
wish they had like a little bit more perks added to them, but
They're whack. Their perks are whack.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't do shit in the movie, so why would they have amazing things to do in the game? Chad did some
See.
extra. I'll give him that. I'll give Chad extra this movie. I'll give him that.
That was amazing, but I have
No.
thoughts about Mindy
You're about
that
to make-
people are not.
I mean,
Okay, y'all. Can we get through the
I'm
formalities
Oh,
sorry.
this gonna be
I
me
did
too,
it.
man.
I'm loving it. Let's see what they say in the comments. Let's see who we got. What screamers we got coming back in the audience? Let's see. Hey,
hey.
oh, my sister.
hey, beauty.
Oh,
Hey, cherry blossom. Hey, Missy, how you doing?
He did.
he did.
Yutaka.
He did start early, Utaka. He did.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna let me stop. I'm gonna be a neutral tonight.
It's no point to be neutral.
I'm
Hey,
just-
so. Oh, that's
No.
the wrong one.
Hey, Billy Berserker. I'm also drinking strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper. So
Strawberry and cream
Hey,
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Where the hell you get that?
it's
The flea market.
it's all over the. Well, it's not all over the place.
Flea
They sell
market.
out real
Something Mark
quickly.
cannot drink.
You know what?
They sell out real quickly anywhere. If you find a box of them or a bottle, you in good hands. But if you don't,
Billy, we need more than just
Sound
Dr.
like
Pepper.
diarrhea.
Okay, Evolve.
Okay, Tyrone. All right.
We here for it. Imbibe, sir.
Come through,
Imbibe.
Tyrone.
So let's talk about everyone's Scream 6 experience. So Bobby and Germ, you two went together, right? Tell us about that experience.
I mean, Germ, since you have all these tales about our adventure together, you want to tell it?
ooh,
So actually, Bobby, myself, and Tyrone together with his beautiful wife, fiance. And first of all, Bobby would not stop talking throughout the whole fucking movie.
Nice.
And he kept saying he's spoiling shit.
Not
throughout
y'all
the
two
whole
up there.
movie.
Not y'all two over here
He was
believing
a
in it.
mess.
Like, hold your mouth, Mark.
Overall,
You know better.
he was
Friend,
better.
yeah, I'm riding with you, friend.
And
Thank
Tyrone,
you.
even Tyrone was like, "Bob, shut up." It was a mess. It was a mess.
Tyrone, you in the comments, is that true?
and Tyrone is very quiet and very,
Reserved.
yeah.
No, but he doesn't
it's
give
the
me
truth.
he'll talk in the movies.
Yeah. Not he was being Maureen Evans in Scream 2.
But
Don't go
overall,
in there. Don't go in there.
No, it was a good time. It was like,
and then he
Yes.
kept getting up. He kept getting up.
All right. It was a nice time. I met up with Jer. We got some drinks. He couldn't hold his liquor for shit. He keep blaming it and pinning it on me. But he literally had 2 sips and he's already saying he's drunk. I had to finish his drink. But then we met up with Jaleesa and Tyrone and everybody. And it was just a great time. It was fun experiencing Scream with everybody in the theater and seeing Tyrone react, Jaleesa and Germ react. So it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Let me find out you can't hold your liquor, Germ.
We'll find
Now
out.
Found
they
out.
drunk down me at Target.
We did.
He said you were throwing your arms at the screen.
He was. No, Germ was literally at the edge of his seat though. Like every time something came out, he was like really at the edge. So it was fun seeing that.
Stop talking either. I went with my brother who isn't too knowledgeable on the series, and every time Kirby came on or a connection was made, I was beating his arm and geeking. Absolutely. The music treated me like that when I was watching it. The soundtrack.
I told God, I'm so sorry. I leaned on him.
Yeah, he was fucking my arm up, but it's okay.
Not to the past. Okay, Mark, what about you? How was your experience?
It was lonely, but I made friends with the white girl beside me who was so excited as I was. And there was another black, let's just say it like this, all the horror gays showed up at the Memphis screening because everybody had on their different, Scream outfits and everything. And I could tell they were family, and I felt, part of the
Synergy.
movie experience. But yeah, but I didn't get a chance to beat nobody on the arm or anything like that. But I had people to react with me when shit went off. We also got these beautiful posters. Beautiful
Yes,
posters.
I'm jelly.
What?
We got these for the showing up at the fan event. It was in 3D.
Oh, okay.
And TaMon, this is where I got the actual shit from a Stab musical because that's on the poster. That's where I got that from. And I couldn't hold my poster in my lap for too long because every time something happened, I was so into the movie that I didn't realize the poster slid off my lap and fell on the floor. So it got a little wet. So I left and went outside after the movie was over with. Was so excited in the high. And on the way out, when I turned in my 3D glasses, I said, y'all still got posters? Can I get an extra poster because mine got wet? He gave me one. So I have two.
Hey.
Criminal.
I have a question. You didn't get 4?
Listen, I wanted to get the whole stack. Do you know how much money I can make off those on eBay?
Or just gift them this way.
Or gift them to your
Like I said, a whole stack. I mean, of course, y'all could get some. I mean, damn. I don't do. But no, I enjoyed the movie as a whole. Like I said, it was. I wish I had a chance to see it with you guys. I love the fact that y'all saw it with people that y'all knew, that y'all kiki with and everything like that. Y'all had that synergy going, and y'all could sit there and be like, "Bitch, you see that? Yes, did you see that? Oh, yes." But I didn't get the white girl like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Yeah, oh my god," So.
Not you turn it into Nicole from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, I was so Nicole during the entire movie. I was so Nicole, like oh, like y'all know that's my favorite character in the whole entire movie.
Is that Hillary Swank?
No,
It's the black girl.
Paris Vaughn.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Her name is Paris Vaughn, and she is the daughter of Sarah Vaughn, the singer. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's it. That's it from my experience. Sorry.
Okay, core 4. So, my Scream 6 experience was awesome, and I think we're gonna just show you. What you think about that, Michael?
Excuse me.
Show it. Show it.
Let's go.
Roll them receipts.
Get out the dirt. You ain't hater, but you never gonna stop me. Yellow clout, really can't block me. Pipe down like a D appointment. I'm high class and you're just real annoying. Cutting people off like in traffic. Some say it's black girl magic. Some got it and some just have it. Known to give old school vibes like classics. Work hard, my dream can snatch it. Homegrown, this shit ain't plastic. If you want a girl, you can have it. Never judge how you go and get it. Everybody blueprint different. Like I'm trying to heal some children. Let them know, never hide their feelings. They can make it and reach past ceilings. All this money.
Yes, I've been good.
So shout out to Devin, aka Billy Loomis, my little brother. He is a photographer, cinematographer, and he came from Dallas along with one of my other friends, D. He came from Dallas as well to come and kick it with us, and he put that together for us. We had a great time. We started off at dinner having some drinks, and then we played a little game. We took the cast picture, passed it around, and everybody had to select a character who they were going to represent in the movie, who their Scream avatar was. And surprisingly, Michael picked Sam.
I did. Well, I picked Quinn first.
Oh, yeah.
But then son told me I better
no.
So I chose Sam, and I'm glad I did.
That's like friend, really? You want Quinn? I
can't stand
But it was fun. It was a good time. It was a whole production. I met a lot of TaMon's friends. I had a good time.
Yeah, we had a great time. We were drinking, and then that was Thursday for the first show. And then Saturday we had Screamathon. We were outside in the woods, this nice little house, Jose's house. You know, he has that woods in the back, and so outside projector, popcorn, charcuterie, food, BYO question mark. So everybody's having a good time in their own specific rows, and we played some games. It was a really, really good time. And we watched Scream 2 and 4. We didn't make it.
Okay.
We got late.
I
But
heard
that
it
was our Scream 6 experience. So me and Mike turned up. Anybody's talking about it in the audience? What about y'all?
Thank you, Cherry.
Yeah, you did.
I sure did.
Yeah.
You owe me, by the way, Gail. You owe me. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, I don't. Thank you. The police were coming anyway. What you did? What? You thought it was. Okay, so let's see. Anybody else talking about their Scream 6 experience in the audience? Talk to us. What did y'all do? Did you go by yourself? Did you go with a crew? Did you bootleg it from the barbershop? Talk to me. It's real out here.
It is. It is.
Okay, Holly. Okay. So our Scream 6 review. Oh, I have a question for everybody. Do you feel like this Scream is the scariest one, like the critics said? In my opinion, no. Scary is a really hard word to define, probably for all of us up here. I can speak for myself personally. It was some really great moments, but nothing was more scary than the first one. That was fine to me.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I guess I co-sign.
Oh, come to Atlanta. That'll never happen again.
Never.
True. I don't think it was. No, I definitely don't think it's the scariest. I think I would say the first two, because there's a lot of tension in those two movies, with the calls, and in part two with the car scene, like it had me on edge. Which this one did too, but there was no scary moments. Also, we've seen Ghostface for almost 30 years now, so it's kind of like,
what are we scared about?
Exactly.
Yeah,
kind of like desensitized now,
for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's more suspenseful than scary.
Right.
Yeah.
I will say though,
crazy.
I will say though, when the call came to Gail, the entire theater got quiet. I know he was acting a fool. I know he was. I just knew it.
I was screaming down in the movie. But no, all I have to say when it comes to that phone call that you're talking about, you can't keep a bad bitch down. And we'll talk about that in a moment, but you can't
Gail
keep a
was
bad bitch
getting
down.
read her rights.
Listen.
Gail, she got read. She got read, TaMon.
She did.
It happens.
I was bad. I was like, damn, who the fuck is this? I said, because when he was reading her down, I was like, if she don't come swinging,
That's what I'm saying, Mark.
If she came swinging though, she went swinging.
You talked about her career. You talked about now. You fucked up when you talked about Dwight. Now you didn't have to do this. That's not what you didn't have to do.
Yes, I was like, I don't know. I cannot wait to be. I'm just sorry.
We're not thinking, but that is definitely on our agenda. Scream 6 review. So here we are again with the core 4, as they call themselves now. As they call themselves now, they have moved to New York to go to college, starting a new life, and great. Everything's going great. Tara is thinking about pledging Omega Beta Zeta next semester. So
listen,
that's bad luck.
Okay, baby, don't do it, sis. Don't be sober, sis. But before we get to that, we start off with Tamar Weaving, a film instructor, no, a film teacher at Blakemore with a specialization in slashers, which sounds like a dope ass job, by the way. She is looking beautiful. She spoke in her actual accent. She gave you body. She gave you dress. She gave you shoe. She was everything. This was a very different opening from what we've seen before. It didn't feel like, this normal stalking situation. She went to this alley, and when Ghostface appeared over the phone, she still stayed in the alley. So I was a little confused. As soon as she heard that voice, she should have hit her ass back in them heels to this restaurant. Now, before we move forward into the opening, before we all saw this movie, everyone was saying this is the best opening since the original. I've seen this movie probably 5 times. And
Damn.
Yeah. I'm going to say that everybody else can watch it 5 times. One moment.
Stop.
You too can watch it.
You too can watch it 5 times. She waits in the alley and she stays on the phone, and Ghostface appears and slaughters her in moments. No chasing, no struggle,
no nothing.
No nothing.
That's what it was.
And I was pissed.
And I was extremely pissed because she was giving Helen Shivers realness standing in this alleyway. And she is capable to perform a similar scene with that whole backdrop of that alley, and they didn't do anything with it. And I was really disappointed by that. What do y'all thought?
I feel like we see Samara usually in that role as a final girl or the main girl. It was nice to see her in that role of being expendable.
Yeah, agreed.
I feel like she delivered it. I feel like she was, out of thinking back of the opening scene, the girl, she's second to Drew Barrymore. I do feel that. Who's second to her? I can't even say Jada.
I'm sorry.
I can't.
I just want to get clarity before I begin to.
It must be crack.
Are you saying that Samara is second to Drew Barrymore?
And Jada's third. Let me double down.
What about Tara? What about Tara?
Tara lives. I don't count Tara. But Tara lives. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's not like it's an opener, but it's not a real opener because she didn't die. So it's kind of like.
Right. But we could throw Jenna in there. Jenna's probably third, fourth.
I just want to say
yes, Utaka, exactly. Utaka
yes,
in the comments.
Come up here.
Yes.
We're gonna send you a link. Come up here.
You have these two right at the bottom. Perfect. That's where they belong.
What? We good? Okay, Jeremy, and we got a truce this time because they trying it. They trying it with us, so we got a truce.
They try
game plan.
No,
not a coach. Not you coaching.
Hold up, Germ. I thought I taught you better than that. I thought I raised you better.
No.
Let me explain. I don't know if it's a Patron talking, but I'm just going to be upfront in person. Like,
pour
shit.
And drink.
Jada,
thank you, Ricky.
Not production.
What production out?
Not security.
The security.
I just feel like Jada's acting in the line is like, I do have a camo thing. It came off corny to me. It came off corny. And then when she was like, you will watch a movie called Stab, like it just didn't do it for me. Her acting when she was stabbed and screaming on the thing, that's what saved it for me. But Samara,
okay. I have to say, this is in New York. I was very disappointed. There was no like chase scene through the streets, especially if you do that as an opener with her. That would have pushed the opening scene up to maybe top 3 for me. It was the lack of struggle. It was just her being stabbed. I think the only thing that saved it for me was the fact that we got to see a killer in the beginning, which I kind of wish they stuck with a little bit.
Agreed.
So it would have ushered the franchise into a different direction. But, that didn't happen. So for me, it's probably like third, fourth, fifth, something like that.
Okay.
Fourth.
Can I go next?
I don't remember.
Sure.
Please.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, I'm getting choked up over here. Okay. Like TaMon said, Samar was giving body, and then seeing this shit in 3D. As soon as the 3D camera came on, all you saw was just her white, just this angel in the middle of the damn bar and everything like that. I was feeling in love with her. I did fall for her so quickly. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but I fell for her.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think that it was scary. I do agree with TaMon. I kind of felt that was a wasted opportunity because the white girl beside me said Helen Shivers. And I'm like, like Kindred, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, exactly. But they didn't do nothing with that. If she'd have ran down that alleyway and then turned around and then it turned back around and he was behind her, I think I would have had a damn conniption fit in that theater and been like, oh my God, I can't believe they sat there and just gave us the Easter egg outside of the Scream series. However, I always knew that she was the opening kill, but I was expecting it because they didn't show so much of it. I actually thought that she was like playing the Casey Becker in the Stab musical because when this poster came out, I just showed y'all that was one of the preview posters, and I did like, what if she's the opening? Like they're doing a Stab musical, and she's the opening, and she's playing Drew Barrymore, and she walks out, and she's just come off the production. She walks into the alleyway looking for somebody, and then they have a chase scene inside the theater or something like that. I was thinking something like that, but I was like, oh, that's it. But like Michael said, I was glad to see that they kind of like gave us a twist with the reveal of the Ghostface killer because everybody in the theater said, so it was a big like gasp in the theater, and so everybody was like freaking out.
I agree with what everybody said. I was expecting more because I had a feeling that Samara Weaving was going to be the opening kill in this movie. So that wasn't really like no surprise, but I thought she was going to serve because I mean it's fucking Samara Weaving. And I will say, yeah, she seemed cool, but yeah, that alleyway scene, man, it just didn't do it for me. It was just underwhelming. And I was just like, damn, like they could have done so much with this scene in the alleyway, especially since it's set around Halloween, and it just they didn't utilize that. So I was very underwhelmed, and I don't know where this lies on my list on openers, but I know it's gonna be at the bottom.
Below four.
It's just not my. Well, I don't know about below four.
No,
It's
not below four.
No, four is always going to be last. This is
The
probably
bottom.
like second to four. But
whoa.
Yeah, because I don't even mind this. I watched Scream 3 again yesterday, and I don't even like, even though 3 opening is like, I still don't mind that one compared to what they did with this one. I at least felt something with Cotton seeing in Scream 3, but in this one, I didn't feel anything. I didn't even feel like we spent enough time with her for me to like her. So yeah, that's just how I personally feel.
Overall, I really believe that the idea of killing someone that has no attachment to the actual people involved in the story, no direct attachment, that was pretty cool. But like I told you guys once before, it was a wasted opportunity with Samara Weaving. And yes, she is the final girl, but she didn't have to be. And we can see her potential as being vulnerable and being Helen Shivers-esque in that moment because she screamed down. When she got stabbed, it was on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
At least get a few feet down the alleyway,
Right.
Not that
Let's not give
down.
Helen too much. Now the girl did just turn around like a dumbass. We're not going to sit here and act like she's the most intelligent person.
Michael.
Thank you, TaMon. In the saint of
I was like, what is that?
The saint of
It's a
Croaky,
pen.
the Saint Croaky Queen. Don't do Helen like that. We're not doing it. This is not I'm Still in Summer. This is Scream 6, okay? So,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She was in both of them because Helen was basically Cece. Cece was Helen all grown up in college. She's dead either way. The hook or the knife. She was out of here. But no, I wish they really would have just let her shine in that moment. And yes, in our other show, we talked about how who would be the opening, who's the famous people in the opening. And I knew who was in the opening. Of course, it was going to be her. Mm-hmm. And I was just not thrilled Now the whole theater gagged when he took his mask off. That boy,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, everybody gagged when he took his mask off.
Yes.
And Mike, you're right. It probably should have continued that way, but it did not. Oh well. But what I thought was cool when he was leaving from slashing Miss Laura up, he bumped into Tara having a whole.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that
this
part.
is good. This is
Yeah.
good.
That was hot. That
He's
was
going
so
to the
hot.
parties with them. He's hanging out. He got a crush
Yeah.
on Sam. I get what's going on. Let us stay in his POV, and that was cool. Was him and that guy
I
dating?
felt like he was gay.
No.
That's
Yeah,
I
I was about to say.
You all got those vibes.
Okay,
It could be bi, you know.
whatever.
These
I mean,
days.
it doesn't matter. But it's just like he was like, well, "Honey, I'm home," which is not a signature saying that you're gay, but even his communication style with his partner over the phone felt more intimate than just like good buddies, cute people.
Mhm.
It really did give probably how Billy and Stu were because they were a couple. So
Look, if they come out and say that there was a gay couple, I'll be here for it because I kind of do have a crush on that guy. So, I know, I'm bad. I'm upset. I'm
okay, you should watch him in The Servant. He's good in that too.
The Servant. Oh, he's a servant.
No, The Servant. It's on
The
Apple
Servant.
Plus.
Oh, I'm talking
with
about.
Amber,
I'm talking about.
yeah, with Lauren
Yeah.
Ambrose.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I forgot.
I didn't know
He's
he
good
was
in
on
that
there. Okay.
Mhm. He's good. And so his death was actually brutal, and his phone conversation was good too.
Yes.
Because it flowed easily because it felt like he knew, like he played along only because he thought he was talking to his partner and whatnot, and it made sense. So it wasn't like, why are you telling him all your business? It's just like, I'm trying to practice because he's already on a high. And so it was like Ghostface looked up and like, okay, I'm gonna use this to sit there and get over on him. And I wonder if because I'm not trying to like talk bad about the city or anything like that, but this is New York City. I wonder if that was their first kill or if that was their second kill. He put up there was already one mask in the closet. And I'm trying to figure out if they're just gonna put a mask in there for each kill or something like that. I don't know, or that might was his mask. But I saw there was a third unmasked dummy head in there, so I didn't know.
I don't know. I think okay, so Kirby mentioned that they were from Atlanta and they've been doing stuff. So what I found interesting was they said their motive was to continue to use Richie's work.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How did they know what Richie's work was? So that
That's
makes, me go back to the idea of the message board. Yeah, absolutely. But is there a whole group of people in this?
I think so. I think so.
With that, and if that's the case, that would be a really cool spinoff. And we're not there yet on the show, but hold that thought when it comes to like the future of this franchise, because I just don't understand how do they know what their job was if it wasn't joint communication about it.
I think they were inspired and they wanted to take her out because Richie obviously is dead.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I had to say.
Maybe reading far into it, like like it got out in the news, like obviously coverage with Sam, and Sam was like, well, what was Richie's motive, like what was happening? And then it probably got out because it was on the news, and then you got crazy fans that's already addicted to stab movies and stuff, so that's how they probably end up finding out.
Yeah,
they probably was just people already knew through worldwide.
Yeah, you got to think about it too. Richie and Amber met on the message board, so it could have been friend of a friend, like word of mouth that got out. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
but it still feels like it's a community, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a group of A's from Pretty Little Liars. It's a whole damn cabal of them. You know what I'm saying? And so,
speaking of that, Mark, did you watch the HBO Pretty Little Liars?
I watched the first episode recently.
Okay, that's a start.
Yeah, it is.
Because I knew this was coming.
Oh, it's gonna still come. Okay, so I thought that was interesting that he was friend-ish in, I guess, in Tara's friend group or associated with her enough. How do we feel about how the core four? You better be on point. How the main characters now So from Scream 1 to Scream 2, it was 4 that carried over too, right? Dewey, Gail, Randy, and Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Then they
Okay.
kept switching out one guy each movie.
Yeah, until there was none. Okay, yeah. So we have 4 transferring over to the second movie, just like in the original. I mean, in Scream 2. And what I really wanted to see was how were they in their current lives. I mentioned this in the last one. I want to know who they currently are. How are they coping? What are they doing in school? What are their majors? I want to know all that type of stuff. And it was cool to see them in a Halloween party, at a frat party, with so many great homages and nods to the other movie. Well, specifically Scream 2. That was really cool. What do you guys think?
I enjoyed it. We needed it. We needed to connect with this cast aside from Gail and Sydney. We needed to, especially if they're going to continue on and let them be alive, which I fucking hated. But I enjoyed it. I actually ended up really liking all 4 of them after this movie. The last movie was just kind of like Mindy. I liked. Sam was all cool, but she wasn't able to really do what she could be capable of doing just because it was the first movie. You so mad. You so mad about it. Okay, and I wasn't impressed with Chad the last movie at all. And Tara, I was like, but this movie I actually liked all 4 of them, and we got to know more about them.
I appreciated that. I appreciated how they wove their story together, how they still friends. They explained how long they were there. They've been there only 6 months. So they were back at home after graduation. So many cool things you can speculate on how their lives have been. Bobby, what do you think?
I mean, I stated this before. Like, I loved them. I told you guys, like, when I got a chance to see it a little bit earlier, that I fell in love with these guys because we got to, get to know them a little bit more. We spent more time with them, and we had a chance to see them shine in their own ways in this film, which I enjoyed. Now, some did. I wanted to see. Let me just say this. I want to see some others shine more than others. Mindy, she did a great job in the first one, but I want to see her just step it up a little bit more in this one. But I feel like her time is going to be in Scream 7. This was Chad's. So I'm happy to see that Chad, had his little time to shine. And obviously, Sam, you already know how I feel about my girl. And yeah, I loved everybody here. What's so funny, Mark?
Them eyes rolling over there at the top right, top left.
This one, yeah. I can't wait till we talk about Sam.
Who said we were?
I'm on the way.
You can't not talk about her in this.
I'm on the way. My ass will leave this video.
You gonna leave the video? Unmic me, please. Unmic me.
So, Horror and Color brought up Ghostface using the voice changer in the beginning. I was so like engulfed in everything. I didn't even recognize that or notice it.
Same.
I think
He's the voice changer.
Mm-hmm.
You mean like
he said that worked in person because he did have the Ghostface voice there while killing.
He sounded like Jason.
I think
the guy from Spider-Man.
I think the voice changer can sit inside of the mouth part of the Ghostface mask.
Because then the last one, like when they they like flicked it on or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because even Roman did it at the end of Scream 3. He did it. He had his mask on. And then I think Mickey had his on too. When so I just think my thought process for the voice change was always that it fits inside the mask in case he had to, scare somebody, in person or something like that. That's just me.
Bobby, I agree with you. We're bringing up Mindy. She was least of my favorite of the core 4.
I like my girls feisty and girl. You getting slit in the arm and being out for the count the rest of the movie. I'm tired of that. So I hope they give her something else to do the 7th movie.
Hold up.
I mean, she brings the knowledge. She does. She definitely brings the knowledge, and I feel like if it wasn't for her, a lot of them would be in deeper trouble.
I don't think so.
Not really,
but
because
I feel like
they didn't utilize it. She picked the killers in the very beginning, and nothing happened.
She said she got it wrong though.
They still had them around and shit. Like, bitch.
Like Ethan, we would have either had to fight you or send you somewhere else because we're not doing it.
Put him in the hospital, and if nobody gets hurt then we know it was him.
But at the same time, like they didn't want to, because like I feel like this, like if Sam was ready to go when they saw the news, like, oh shit, we got to get up out of here. Tara wanted to stay like a dumbass. She's like, you know, because she was getting her pussy wet at the Halloween party. Then even Sam, our final girl, was like, Chad, Mindy, back me up. And they like, bitch, let's go. We out of here. I'm with you. She's smart. Tara is just very. She's reckless, dude.
She's not. She wants.
She was
not want to be identified with the core four. She doesn't want to be identified.
I don't think it's that.
I think she just want to move on.
She does.
You know?
She does.
She wants to move on. She wants to live a regular
she can't possibly,
life.
if she went to school with two of the same people and then move with her sister to the same school. Take your ass to Alaska or something if you want to separate yourself from everybody.
Not even that. Not even that. I just feel like Tara is having it. What's the word for it? She's just in denial that this happened to her. I'm like, baby girl, you went through some shit.
Sam said
last year.
She was like, you refused to seek a therapist. Like,
right. Like,
listen,
I mean,
I'm trying to pledge a sorority, find me a doctor or Chad, graduate, and go live my life and change my last name. I don't care about what you're talking about.
She's reckless though, because she's about to go upstairs with what's the guy's name? Was it Peter or something? And I'm like,
get your dick. Nothing's gonna stop her. That would be me.
He was terrible, but I know the dick is probably good.
Yes, Bobby. Yes.
Listen, I'm drunk. I'm horny. Let's go.
I'm about to go right out of the stairs because y'all up here being a buzzkill.
What? And I like, even though we're just still in the core four, I just like how Anika, my new baby, snuck up in there and was like, yo, Chad, we need you up in here because your girl's tripping. I love how she sat there like,
I liked her.
I love Anika. She didn't give a shit.
Anika said, I'm not interested in anything that has to deal with you. She got him together and sent him on his way. Michael, no, I'm team Samantha, Sam Carpenter.
As you should.
Yikes.
Yeah.
There's no denying her. There's no denying her.
TaMon, stop. All right, now TaMon's in denial over here.
I'm tearing now.
And I'm gonna say it. This is her franchise. Period.
I do want to say this because
Michael, calm down.
It's her franchise.
Yeah, keep it real cute.
No, it's not. Calm down.
Sydney who? Sydney who? Keep hiding, bitch. Keep hiding. Oh, keep hiding. While I pick these people up, you keep hiding, bitch. That's what Sam said.
Third tier. She's definitely third tier. But everyone
third. What?
Wait, who's third tier?
Sam.
Child, Gail. Gail seen. Let's skip ahead of what we talking about because Gail with them little senior citizen jogs she was doing through that apartment.
You are mad about it. You are mad about it.
Right, this is where I disagree with Mike because when we talk about Gail, we'll get there because
we're not even there yet.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
For you, Michael. Who you paid to write that line for you because you tried it?
I ain't paid nobody. This all comes. This I'm drunk, so this.
Okay,
Date Rape Fred. Yeah.
That's the name. Thank you. Date Rape Freddy. So everyone, you know how I feel about Sam Carpenter, and I was very adamant about my position on her in the first film, and so I do have an update to how I feel about her.
Let's go.
Don't lie, bitch, because I was there.
You were there, and I fucks with Sam, right? I fucks with Sam because, and let me tell you when I fucked with her. When that lady threw that drink in her, she was like,
exactly.
Like, yes,
that part.
Yes.
He was on go.
All right, I'm gonna beat your ass.
She was ready
Thank you.
She was ready to get her out of here.
She was about to be dead. If she had a knife in her pocket, she would have split her fucking throat for real.
Because she fucked with her. I mean, I wanted to beat that bitch in the theater. I'm like, why the fuck? Who are you? Why you?
I thought it was great. You know, I thought, yeah, stone her, throw rocks, you know, throw liquor on her, whatever you want to do. But how
like,
she
bitch,
reacted, I was like,
though.
okay. And that was the first time I appreciated her. The second time was her softer moments when she was at the table after seeing the news about her, and
because of you. You was talking all that shit about her, and she was talking about you. I don't understand why he fucking hates me, but
she was talking about me for sure.
Yeah, because Radio Silence said they put that dialogue in there because of so much hate that she got.
Yeah, they did.
That's why
they
called that. I appreciate it.
Yep. You talking about Mike?
That's meta. That's definitely meta.
Yeah.
And I love them. And speaking of them, I want to jump in right quick, but I just want to sit there and say, I just want to sit here and say right quick that I saw that Radio Silence heard everything we were saying last year.
Yeah.
Come to me, Taka.
Yes, you Taka.
Yes,
you Taka. Hold up.
We gotta come back.
What?
Mark, not yet.
Oh, who is? Wait a minute.
That's my boy Utaka. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so
I wasn't.
Hey, not
TaMon.
yet. Not yet.
Put that comment on
TaMon, I was not. No, I was not told there'd be this much animosity towards Sydney.
Oh wait,
so I'm going to leave until we get this straightened out.
Don't even
Somebody just text me.
I'm unmiking myself right now as we speak.
Don't keep your mic on. Commercial.
What's the next topic for y'all?
Yeah, Sam was dope in this movie. She gave me everything that we needed. She had soft moments. She had funny moments. She had badass moments. Her reaction to her therapist, sickening, when she said, "Let me just give you this tea real quick, since you want to know so bad." She didn't give a shit. She told it. And I love the scene with her being interviewed by Detective Bailey. And she was like, you know, I killed somebody, stabbed him so many times. Yeah, but he's dead. It just, nobody's alive. So,
yeah, her and Tara.
Like, yes. So it was great. Last thing on Sam is that I loved how she took charge. Like she was like, sweetheart, we're not going to run around this house aimlessly. Follow me. Let's do this. And then how vulnerable and strong she was with Danny. And we're not on him yet, but yeah, Danny showed his ass for me in this movie 2 times. But anywho,
and also she gave no fucks. Like that third act.
She actually did better in this third act than she did in the first one. And
of course, she got a taste for blood. She was ready.
Bloodlust. Let me tell you, when she took that knife out of Kirby, and she's like, "I'll be right back, love," and she wore ass out. I was like, yes. Kirby said, "Fuck him up." Exactly.
And I do like, even though they don't really mention it, I like that we got some Latina final girls now that are really fucking shit up. Yes. Like Sam is not playing no game. Even Tara too. Tara, she got to be pushed a little bit, but she'll go there and take in there.
It's in there. We seen it.
Yeah, I was so glad they brought that back. That was such a good call back.
I hate it.
It was, but I laughed.
Oh,
that part, yeah. I laughed.
I hated it. I laughed too, but I hated it.
Okay. Yeah, it was such a good call.
Bitch went down.
I liked how she kind of like dodged aside. You got dicked. I mean, yeah.
I can take. You can't keep
that was the hardest hit.
But Gail wasn't even mad.
Real extra, and I didn't like that.
Gail wasn't even mad. Gail was like, "You ain't sorry, bitch," and then she's like, "I'm right." And they both
she could take a punch. She could take a punch.
She wasn't mad.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's a great segue.
Cool.
Oh wait, Mindy is a copy and paste of Randy, and she can die. Chad is
no, absolutely not. Why are we doing this to her?
She's a copy and paste of Randy. All she's there for is to give that knowledge. There's no type of development. She doesn't.
Now you got 2 of them. You got Kirby and Minnie now. Somebody got to go.
Kill them both, bitch. Take both of her, Tiffany from Chucky, and fucking Mindy.
Okay. Tiffany for Chucky. Now look, I did say the wig, but let's.
The wig does a lot better on screen. Like it doesn't
Kirby.
It doesn't photograph well, but
it doesn't or move.
No, it moved fine.
She can't have a ponytail as a FBI.
Yes, she can.
Agent. No, you could get snatched up with some. Oh wait, it's the reverse. Okay, never mind.
But I mean, she is like the Randy, and then Chad is like Dewey because he's like literally surviving
for what? Right?
Movie,
no reason to give dick. So, that is literally it.
I mean, okay, but yeah, you're right.
I don't even know what topic we're on right now. I'm sorry.
Mindy can go. We're on the legacy characters, actually.
Question.
So the legacy characters that we have currently alive are Sidney Prescott, the Dame Sidney. We have Gail, the author of the Woodsboro Murders Weathers. And we have Kirby, I was there, but I'm not Reed.
So question, do they need to be, how many movies do they need to be in to be legacy characters for Scream?
That's a good question.
Because if Kirby's in it, that's 2 movies.
She's just
obviously Sidney and Gail been in damn near all of them. Well, Gail,
maybe it's about time, right? Maybe it's about who left. Maybe it's about time because Kirby's been for 10 years in the franchise, so maybe she's legacy because of that.
And she was confirmed alive in 5, so technically,
she was confirmed alive in 5. So, and she had a cameo. It was a picture, but it was her. So that this will be her 3rd movie ish. And Judy Hicks was legacy. I gave Judy Hicks legacy because she was actually there in '96. We just
I see what y'all saying. Okay,
yeah.
So if they're in the world of Scream, even if they're
Yeah.
not in the film, then they count as legacy characters.
Okay, I like that.
So that's why we're keeping
Tobey Maguire.
That's why we're keeping Kirby as far as the legacy's characters. So I'm not my opinion of Kirby in this one, and it's not about her wig, which I can't stand. I thought that if she wasn't in the movie, it would still be the same movie.
Gail too, low key.
Yeah. Sure, yeah, for sure. I just felt like if she wasn't in the movie, it would still be the same movie. I thought she was still Kirby, but not the Kirby that I remember. And I get she's 30 and she's an adult now, but some of her wit was still there. I felt like her scene with Mindy was too contrived.
I thought it was
You're just mad. You're just mad because she read Gal. She's like, Gal, I got a gun.
That
keep trying it.
I actually think Gail read her Gail's reading. She's your fetus, or whatever the hell she said to her. The last time I seen her, she was in Glee Club.
She's like, Gal, I'm 30.
And it was behind. It wasn't to her face. It was not to her face.
She would have. What you talking about, Germ? Don't do it. Do not do it.
Was not to
That's
her face.
Gail ain't afraid to get hit.
She's not, or hit somebody. Obviously,
she did that in her apartment with her useless ass boyfriend.
That's fine.
A ways.
Are we done with Kirby? Because we can segue.
No, I love Kirby. Let me just say this: Kirby is a fan favorite to pretty much a lot of the Scream
the community
too.
Including myself. I love me some Kirby. I do see what you mean, though, TaMon, as far as her kind of just like not being the same. But I still love her. Like her wit is still there. Obviously, she is a little bit older, and she is part of the FBI now. But I probably would have lived a lot more if she turned out to be the actual killer. I feel like she would give it, I feel like she would serve a little bit. I would be here for Kirby being the killer.
I don't know. I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that. No, I'm saying I can see it. It's just I don't know. And I thought that they was going to probably go their route when they came up with the third. I thought it was going to be her, but then she was already standing behind So, but I don't know. I just don't want any of the regular.
But that would add the spice though, because I don't think we really had anybody in like a group that was actually good be a killer. So to see somebody turn into somebody snap and just start fucking people up, regardless of who you are, I would be here. Exactly. I would be here.
That would have been a worthy adversary too for Sam.
I love Scream.
That would have really let me see Hayden turn the fuck up. But that's not to say that she wasn't like good. I'm just really speaking about how she was utilized, because there was great moments when she saw the knife, when she saw Jill's shirt.
Oh yeah,
I felt like she was looking at her real life.
I wanted to cry. I was like, oh.
She had great things.
But I think that's why she was different. It's because it's like all that she knew was a fucking lie. Like my best friend tried to kill me. I mean, over some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and that probably took her a lot to she probably went through a lot of counseling from that. Because I just realized Charlie stabbed her twice. Like, you know,
he dug deep for sure.
you know, and she said she died for 4 minutes. That would probably take a lot of
Get booted.
that would make you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna look at life the same way again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I
damn.
will say that the thing I got with Kirby is I want to say two things about Kirby. I feel like Radio Silence really listened to us when the fans speak. They listen to us. We wanted Kirby. We wanted that interaction with Kirby and Mindy. We wanted a lot of things, and they delivered. And then two, with Kirby, Hayden Panettiere can act her ass off. When she got up and she was pointing that gun and she was being accused, she was like, Jesus Christ. I felt that. I was like, like she did the damn thing. It was refreshing to see such a legacy character that we thought. And I just didn't want them to shoehorn her in. And I think the role that they gave her, it could have been given to anybody else, but I'm glad it was Kirby.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Well said.
I got one question though before we move on. The phone call that she got. Who do y'all think that phone call was from?
When she was in the station, police station?
When she was in the station. She walked out and Bailey said, check up.
The daddy. Oh.
Not daddy.
The father. The one who got left when they stole the car. He was left in the park while the others went driving to Gale.
Yeah, but I think
he didn't get a Ghostface call.
Oh no, not the phone. No, not a Ghostface call. I'm talking about when she was in the station.
It was a regular call that she just had to go, and then that's when Bailey was like, "Check on Kirby."
Yeah, my theory is that was Sydney saying, "Are you there? Okay, good. Because bitch, I'm not coming to New York."
I don't think Sydney's fucks with her.
Y'all want Sydney to be a part of this so bad. They mentioned her once and said, "All right, let's move on."
And I love
No. I mean, we'll get to that later on. But I was just saying, like, because why wouldn't if Kirby was like looking at the Ghostface killings and stuff like that? Why was she there the last year? You know, the year like this, the last year. And I feel like she wasn't there because she probably felt that with Dewey and Sydney in the vicinity that they were gonna like take care of shit. I don't know. I'm just saying, but we can move on. I'm just saying.
I think what they did for Sydney was great.
Well, yeah, I concur.
Getting her happy ending. Okay, great. Bye. Next.
Yeah, and I'm not, and that's not shade because I said the same.
Not at all.
I said the same thing to somebody else because somebody was like, "Why is the main character not in the movie?" I said, "Where could she fit in it? It's not about her no more. Right. It's about them." You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't have made sense for her to be in New York.
You want to get shot? You want to get shot, Mike? Where
is he coming from?
She didn't fit in the last 3 movies, baby. So let her live. Let her live her life.
You know what?
And I'm just happy that she wasn't in this movie.
Have a conversation about Alice, then we can invite you back. Until then, sit down.
Oh, now there was a shady moment when they were bringing up the final girls and Alice's name wasn't in that group. There was a shady moment.
Let me tell you. They said, they say? Laurie Strode, hey Bobby.
Nancy.
They said Nancy, hey Mark. And when they didn't get to Alice, I looked down like,
He did. He looked over.
See, that's what I'm talking
like
about.
We said.
I was waiting too. I was.
Who? They even said Sally.
I don't even think
they did say Sally. What the fuck?
Right.
Sally is the original final girl before
Laurie Strode. You might as well just accept it. That's what TaMon always called you.
Original final girls are overrated. Okay, let's just say that. Just because they're original does not mean they're the best. Like, let's just
fuck with the original.
Get past that.
Let's just move on. We're on
girl.
Okay,
Ashley. Who the fuck
we're
is
still
Ashley?
on legacy characters, right? So we're done with Kirby. Gail. I don't know if I really loved how she was utilized. I think it was great. The benefit of it was we got more time with the core 4, which is great, which is what we wanted. I was just waiting on her moments from the trailer, her phone call. Finally, what Gail is going to be talking about the Ghostface. How's this conversation going to go? And Mama delivered. She was amazing. She kicked ass. And not only did she get into this room and get this gun, she went hunting for Ghostface. She didn't wait in there and wait for him to come and get her. She went looking for his ass.
I'll give her that. She was wasting ammo, but I'll give her that.
I didn't ask. Oh,
she was.
Again, if it wasn't for Sam, she would be dead.
No,
but look, no.
The police were already there.
But they would have got there too late.
Where?
They
Those
would've got
are
there too late.
those are
When
paramedics, not
when her boo
cops.
thing gave her that phone.
Those are paramedics.
When her boo
that
thing
came.
gave her the phone, she said hello.
Bruh.
All the cops. She was already on it.
First of all, the fact that she's using this man,
honest-
she don't give a fuck about this man at all. He's
Yeah,
dead on the
that's true.
floor.
She did not.
He don't got no muscles. I agree, bitch. Okay,
She was using him as a
all
shield.
those muscles didn't help. She's like, no, it didn't.
Right? She was using him as a shield just in case some shit popped off. He was there to get home first, and then it will buy her
So he a
some time to get
sacrificial
ready.
Negro then.
Exactly.
That's what I got then.
Yup.
Oh, is that
Yup.
what we're playing a race car with?
Yup.
And he's
what we're
dead,
doing.
and he's
That's
dumb
what
on
we're
top of that.
Is that what we
You
do?
Gail Weathers, and I get a call, and he's saying he's a killer. Bitch, I'm out. I'm not sitting here talking to you, hanging out with you. He stayed there and got fucked up.
Not
because of
everybody
that.
can be Joel Michael. Like, come on. Not everybody.
Yeah,
can
that's
be
definitely
Joel.
yes. So we get it.
Yeah.
He was loyal. So I know it's a hard word. So he was loyal to
She was his servant. Okay, he barely had any lines.
Wow.
That's rude,
And
Michael.
Wow.
Not
That
you
is
servant.
rude. That is.
No,
that
don't
is-
say
that is
that.
Don't
rude.
say servant. He brought her water. He did bring her some water and her phone.
Here's your phone, madam.
That's
Oh,
not
no.
Michael.
Stop.
That's not okay.
Can we mute him?
Okay. Yes, please. Security, can we mute him, please?
Please.
Security.
But when Gail, I don't know when the Gail scene came up, I think everybody in the theater just tensed up.
Yes.
Everybody went like this. Everybody was chilling. They was like, Ghostface like in the park. He was like, I'm not even in the park. You're like,
I already knew what was happening next.
and
Yeah.
everybody just said like, oh shit. And then when she gave us that damn chase scene, and she ran circles with his ass. You know, she literally went
Right.
outside the.
Mark, real quick. So me and Mike had a discussion, and I said, personally, I think this chase scene with Gail is way better than the second one. But I guess you're agreeing with him because that second one, first of all, I was telling Mike, it seemed like it was just a cat and mouse situation. Yes,
Yeah.
it was more suspenseful, but
Yes.
she fucking slayed in this one.
Well,
This
yeah.
chase scene was suspense. I don't
Yeah.
think everybody was on the edge of their fucking seat on part two. I
Lies.
think in this one,
Yeah,
I don't think
they
so.
were.
No.
I
The
don't think
suspense
so.
is what puts
I
you
don't
on
think
the
Bobby, I don't
so.
disagree
seat.
with your overall.
But this
I don't
one
disagree
here,
with
I don't
your
know.
overall.
This one, because I feel like people was more on edge of the seat because Gail been in so many movies and we got to know Gail more. So we know her
Exactly.
as a character. So we like,
Yes.
all right, do we got it last time? So is she going to get it this time? This one was
Exactly.
long. She
Yes.
was fighting
Yes.
back. She was fighting for her life. She wasn't really doing it in the second one. So it's just
Especially
did.
with Dewey being gone.
Exactly.
When she saw Dewey
So,
get stabbed, I think she kind of like broke down in part two. She saw
Mhm.
Dewey get stabbed, like, I mean,
yeah.
she was just like, she just crumbled because she was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
And that was great. That was a dramatic scene, but as far
Yeah.
as chase scenes, this
She
one is
gathered
better
this
for me.
one. Yeah,
I
she
will watch
gathered
this a
this
lot
one.
more than the other one.
I concur. I was just saying that, you know, I just was just so terrified for her because knowing the shit that we saw in the Star Wars trilogy, what?
No, Mike, because he's gonna be a hater, but
Oh, because Mindy brought it up in the movie. She was like, you know, Luke, Leia, Han all bid it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, they did. And this is kind of sort of like, not trying to say this is a Star Wars or horror movies. I'm just saying that they're modeling that, you know, legacy's got to go. You know, I'm
Not
like,
looking good for Gail and Kirby. That's what she said.
she sure did. And so when she got on that ground and he got to stabbing her, every time that knife hit her, I was the theater going,
Mm. Mhm.
stop. I like stop. I would like the little Simpson character. Stop. She's
It was so funny though because TaMon had friends who wanted Gail to die. And so the reactions between TaMon and then people being like, Gail, it's just, it was so funny.
My friends, they're ridiculous. I have friends like they were behind us in another row, and it was like, "It's coming! It's time! It's time!"
my favorite
I agree with
line,
Bobby.
My favorite
It's
line of
better.
that whole entire thing was when she told Sam, you let Sydney know he didn't get me. I'm like, you better.
He didn't
And
get
then she
me.
said, when she sat there, she just limped over like that and said, like, Gail, everybody out there was like, oh no. And
I
that
was
woman
screaming
came
for
down and was
Sydney.
like, she has a weak pulse. I said, y'all get her ass to the damn AR
Stat,
immediately.
get out of here.
Stat. I need
Security,
the whole floor
security,
cleared out. I was like, whoo.
I was low key hoping that she did die, just No, and I love me some Gail. I love me some Gail, but it's we're in the 6th movie now. Like, come on, like just go. And then
what I'm
it'll
telling
give
y'all.
Sydney a reason to come back in the 7th one.
Scream
Bobby, not
is
you. Anybody but you.
Scream is amazing, but Scream plays it safe. They don't want to get rid of characters that people love, and that takes away from the horror element of the movie. If you can't get rid of legacy characters, what the fuck am I watching the Gale scene for if I know she's going to live, or the Core 4? Oh shit!
I agree.
Oh.
I agree. As much as I wanted her to live, if she had died, I think I would have accepted it. I just think I'd have went home tonight and had a drink or two. Because I'd have been just like, I'd have been looking at the old movies, looking at my old posters and shit, looking at Gail and dude like, yeah, they got both of y'all. They got both of y'all, Jesus. I said, it's been real. But I'd have been upset. But it just, the fact that she got that weak pulse, I think I heard a collective sigh like, whew. Because
even Sam was like, okay, bitch, yes. Bobby, I want to speak to you point about which chasing. Okay, Core 4.
Come on, Niecy.
I haven't decided yet, but it's not outside of the possibility of a reality that this chase scene was better than Scream 2. I think we've been waiting on her for another moment like this, and she rose to the fucking occasion. Even her interviews outside of this, she was like, doing these type of scenes in my age, I was so proud of myself, and it was hard. She said this was very difficult, and she did her stunts, so that's what I thought was great too. The suspense of her scene was so dope. I will say I've tweeted a picture of her and her boyfriend as the couple of the year award.
Yeah, she did.
And they could at least had him hug her or
something.
Give her a back massage. I mean, or
you don't touch the help, do you?
Stop it,
Mike. You about to get kicked out.
Listen, Mike, I love you, but there's only so much I can defend. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but I thought Gail performed. Every scene she was in, and to your point, she's been in this for 26 years. Of course, she knows this character, right? So every scene that Gail was in, she was absolutely amazing. The shade she was throwing was really Gail. Even the soft moments with Sam, and I love that she finally spoke about my family wasn't good either. I was like, oh shit, we've never ever heard about Gail's family, where she's from, what shaped her ambition. So for them to shed that light on that for just that moment is a kudos to the writers. That was really.
I think we should get a limited series on Gail, life on Paramount Plus.
Sure, let's do it.
That's what her character would be good for, a spin-off. Let her do her thing because she's good at solving shit. They would be lost without Gail, honestly. When it comes to figuring shit out, they would be lost.
Because if it was for her, she would. If it wasn't for her, then the killers they would never found that layer. The only reason why. Yeah. The thing though was how the fuck she get the key card? I'm like, bitch, how you get the key card?
She's a real good mother.
I was thinking the same. I was like,
she said, "I'm great at my job. One day you'll get there, Kirby."
Thank you, sweetheart. Weathers will find a way.
But then Kirby came back and was like, "I'm good at my job too, Gail. Let's not."
You can go. Get out of here, bitch. Last time I saw you, you was in Glee Club. Bring me some water.
In her apartment.
That part. Oh, it was late. We skipped over this van scene with Kirby and Mindy and Chad and Ethan.
Yeah.
In this van, and I love Kirby's throwback, just like my Uncle Randy. Broad daylight in a van, stab, stab, stab. No more Randy. I thought that was a really good scene. Yay.
Yeah.
Did I miss something, or how did Tara know where Gail?
She knows her address.
But how?
Because they're friends. They just beefing right
now. They be talking like, child, she just got pushed in the fucking face. They're really bad friends.
And how did Gail react? I was like, girl, I know you hit me. It's fine. I'm asses. I get it. I would have popped me too. I get it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I will say one last thing about Gail, because after I saw the movie, I came back and watched parts 3 to 5. And I felt like the ending that she got in part 5 was kind of like sullied a little bit in the new movie because she kind of turns a new leaf. She said, and then she was like, because her best friend got killed in the midst of all this stuff. She said, I don't think I'm gonna write about that. And then you sit there and get to the new. I'm like, she must fast track that damn book. Like she sat there, got to the hotel that night, was like,
you know
okay,
what?
I know exactly
right about that.
I changed my mind.
That is who she is.
Let me tell you something. After she got in an ambulance, she was already had. You got paper and pen? I need to start using that. She was like, Joel, are you free? you want to come do something?
Crowd like, yeah, what the fuck you want now? It's been fucking 10 years. It's been fucking 20 years.
She had that same recorder that she had in Scream 4.
I miss Joel in this one, but there was no need for him or room.
He could have been the boyfriend.
No, I don't see that
at the apartment. But if Joel would have died like that,
he wouldn't have died. He would have got that call. He would have got up out of that condo real quick, and it just.
But my thing, I think he know that Gail's always surrounded by fucking danger, so he would not end up with somebody like that. If he's that smart, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
She's reckless.
When they would have turned it if the Gail's boyfriend actually stabbed Gail himself, if he was actually on it too.
That would have been interesting.
It'd be so left. Right. It would have interesting, but it'd be so left field. Like, what the fuck are you?
I would watch that. A spin-off.
I would watch that.
I would watch that.
I would.
As long as people are dying, we're good.
It would have to be with somebody. I couldn't watch it just with Gail by herself. It would have to be with somebody.
It was Gail and Kirby. See that?
Gail and Kirby.
Gail, Kirby, Joe.
Yeah, I saw it. But earlier we said just a Gail spin-off. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Well,
I would watch both. You would too.
Make it a throwback to those. They could be the modern day Cagney and Lacey or some shit like that. I don't know. Hell,
if somebody has to die, we don't need a supernatural.
No, modern day Cagney and Lacey with the murder she wrote. You know what I'm saying? They just go to different places and solve crimes, slasher type crimes. They stop the shit before it gets started.
That part. Core 4, and on that note, we're gonna have a commercial and come back with some fun.
Hello. Let's play a game. You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Oh god, it was the scream for me.
Thank you.
Yo. Y'all should insert TaMon's real scream in that clip.
Yes. Oh, definitely. I thought it would have been Laura.
Oh my gosh.
Now that I think about this, so many times I probably would have been Laura. Hold on, y'all. I'm going outside for this phone call. Gone.
Exactly. That's why I was sitting there thinking, like, that's so TaMon. He was sitting there like so fucking busy down in Atlanta and everything like that. Some shit would pop off, and I'd be sitting there looking at everybody. Y'all see TaMon?
Your voice changed. You better move quick, bitch, because it's over. Once I hear that, hello, no, we're not doing it. So we're gonna play a little game called Who Would You Save?
Oh wow,
they all alive. Shit.
Hey, you.
So they're all alive. Like
y'all, go on to the next thing real quick. do NYC? You didn't talk about NYC, y'all. This is live. This is live.
Bye, Ricky.
NYC. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did miss a couple things. New York City.
Just NYC.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we
subway scene?
That's literally almost it. Everything else, I just felt like this is just a different city. It's not New York. I didn't really get that, which is fine. It didn't take away from the movie, but if you're gonna say someplace, if the movie takes place in New York, you need to have, like, again, Samara should have been running through the streets in New York. People not giving a fuck, bitch. What the fuck are you running bursting past me for, ho? Shit like that. I would have believed.
Yeah.
But her just standing in the alleyway and then nothing happening. And then even with the rest of the movie, it's even though it's in New York, it's isolated. It doesn't feel like New York was its own character in this.
Very much like Scream 3, where it's supposed to be taking place in outside of Woodsboro, but still feel very contained, even though it's something different. This one, I agree, Mike. Like, I feel the same. I mean, I feel like they should at least. I wish they had the budget in trying to go and like try to go to Manhattan. They should have had like chasing in Manhattan somehow, or even during a Halloween parade that New York always has.
Right.
And I mentioned this to Mike too. It should be a scene like in Trick or Treat where the one girl was running around during the Halloween festival when she was being attacked, but everybody thought it was a joke because it's Halloween. They could have done something like that in New York with this movie. You know, everybody's already wearing different Halloween masks, ghost face masks, so it would be different and very suspenseful, and also kind of similar to Scream 2 with Jada because everybody's dressed.
I was just
up.
about to say that. I was just about to say that.
Real, so they could have did a little bit more with that within New York City.
Michael Joe, I was with you, but now you're dead to me.
Basically, everything that Bobby just said, because I know a lot of people was upset about Scream 6 taking so much or being too much of homage to Scream 2. You know, they're in college, they're away from home, they had a whole college what you call it, you know, party, but and they had the, you know, we're out in the courtyard scene and everything like that, and it was some other similarities they gave to it. Kirby coming back kind of like in a Dewey role, you know what I'm saying? You know, Dewey showed up in in Windsor, you know, so they was like, it's too much like Scream 2, but I was like, that was the point.
They
you know
literally said it in the movie.
That was the point. And so I'm like, the fact that they did utilize it, because now that Bobby done played that whole entire scene out, it would have been epic for her to get sliced up in the streets of New York City in the midst of all this. Because even though we're in New York City, I'm just thinking about if something like that had happened in New Orleans, somebody probably sat there and laughed too and been like, you know, oh, they just playing, you know, something like that. They would have been taken too seriously. And for her to sit there just drop dead on the street, you know, and then everybody was like, oh shit, this is real. But I guess they wanted to get to that twist of we're going to show you the ghost face, and we can't spend too much time on her running through the streets and getting sliced up and everything. But they could have did that, and he could have walked off into the alley and then removed the mask and then carried on. That could still happen.
Listen, it made me think about in Scream 2, Sydney doing the dress rehearsal of her play and how she'd been sliced open in this dress rehearsal. And that would have been a cool homage to that as well, even playing that same music if you wanted to, since we're in a Halloween parade. I just think, since we're talking about Laura once again, that it was a wasted opportunity. Scream 1 and 2 are so iconic that it can be remade. That's true.
It can't be remade, but they're following the same cue. So I'm assuming we're going to get to predictions. But I'm assuming the third movie, we're going to get some sort of revelation connected.
The mother has to come into play. This is
exactly
ridiculous.
Yes,
that's exactly where I was
ridiculous. And I can honestly see a Gail Hitherto docuseries. I can see that being a part of it too. I can see a Stab TV show. I can see that being a part of it too. Another way to show actors being in the center focus of something that's Stab related. That is a strong possibility. But we're not on predictions. Sorry about that. Now we're ready for our game called Who Would You Save? And Germ, you're up first.
Okay.
So the rules are, if you had to pick one Ghostface and one other Scream character to bring back from the dead, who are you choosing and why?
Okay. Who's on here? So let me go with. This is
I know.
Oh, all right, Ghostface off the rip, easy Jill. I want
that part.
That was gonna be mine.
Me too.
And to be honest, real shit, I liked Quinn. I really liked Quinn. But Jill over all of them. Victim wise, I'm gonna have to say Jennifer. Of
course.
Yeah.
Of course. Those are mine, Jer.
Yeah.
Y'all got something in common?
No, those are exactly mine. No duplicates, Bobby. No duplicates.
All right.
Don't do that.
No
duplicates.
duplicates.
All right, so when y'all say that, all right. If
No,
not
you know what,
Jennifer-
Jeremy? It's fine. You can keep
No,
it.
that's yours.
I
You
got
picked.
somebody else.
You already
Yeah.
picked
All right,
yours.
all right,
It's
all
all
right.
good.
Yeah. Since Mark, you're Jeremy, why did you pick to bring back Jennifer? Like it's not obvious. But why did you pick?
It's so. I mean, I feel like if we're gonna have Gail around this long, have Jennifer Jolie. Just,
Right.
Yeah.
I would love
Annoying the fuck out of her. I just
annoying the fuck out of her and everybody else that comes in her vicinity. I feel like if we're going to do a sickening ass spinoff, Jennifer and Gail.
You know what? And
Yep.
that would actually be really good for TV. That would be so
Yeah,
much
definitely
good for
would.
TV.
Sickening.
I would love to see them too.
Me too. And honestly, if she wasn't murdered already, if you resurrect her, if you rise her from the dead, I would love
That
to
punch.
see, I would love to see if they were some of our Scream 7 theories of a Stab TV show or an Ultimate reboot, and she's back again as Gail Weathers. Another shot at Courtney Cox too. So that would be really interesting. I would love to see her. What about you, Mark? Who are you bringing back?
Oh, this is gonna be so controversial. Killer would be Roman, and victim. This is gonna be so controversial. Will be Hallie. I'm mad Maureen is not up here.
I said that too because we wouldn't have this problem if she was alive.
I just realized Maureen Northfield are up here. That's fucked up. They were just trying to go to the movies. That's all they were trying to do.
They got Kate Roberts though.
Exactly.
I feel like she still did. My own mother had to die. No big loss there. I'm like, yes, exactly.
Yup.
Jill is that. Go ahead.
We'll put Maureen instead of her. Just think that's Maureen.
Okay. As much as I love Hallie, I would probably say Maureen because again, Maureen was just going to a fucking movie. She wasn't trying to be the. She don't know who fucking Sidney Prescott was. As much as I love Sidney, she didn't know who Sidney Prescott was. Like, why the fuck am I dead? Because my name is Maureen. Fuck.
I have biology with that girl. This is real. What are they saying in the comments? Who are they picking in the comments? Let's see.
Casey and Randy, I see.
Casey and Randy. Casey, baby.
Jill's mom. So
Bring back Jill's mom. She should have survived getting stabbed in the back. Baby, he tore that kitchen up.
Yeah.
I would bring Mickey back too. I see. Yeah.
Okay. Jill and Charlie, maybe Mickey and Billy. Mickey and Billy would have been a good team.
Oh, they'd have been buck ass crazy.
Randy. I thought we would see more Randys out here. Mickey and Jennifer all the way. Yeah,
why we need Randy?
Okay. Mike, Stu and Anika. And that's what I'm calling her. I'm not calling her
Anika.
That made me cry. Baby, I don't want to die. I was like,
Oh.
shit.
Well, girl, you should have tried harder because
She was got it.
Him. She swung
And she
on
was fighting on the floor,
said, "Come here."
bro.
He was there before they even got on the ladder. I don't even know why she tried. Sweet.
I still feel like Sam
these-
should have went last on that ladder. I feel like what's the name? Mindy and Anika should have went first and then Sam because Sam wasn't hurt. Them two were, so she could have held Ghostface up a little bit longer. But
Thank you. Thank
she
you.
pulled a Sydney.
She did pull us. Oh.
Wow.
Bobby, who are your selections?
I didn't go yet.
Who are you?
Mike?
So since there's no duplicates and you said Maureen, I'm going with Hallie because that was the moment I realized Sydney was on some bullshit. And then and she didn't die. She was trying to be a good friend to Sydney, waiting for her, and Sydney got
Mark,
her
you want to
fucked
go?
up. And then I'm going to go.
Like,
I'm going with
you don't see that
production. I have interruptions going on.
Yup. Mute me.
And so we're going with Hallie, and we're gonna go with Debbie because that is the best Ghostface killer. Her motive was this pure revenge and rage, and I love to see it. I don't really care for the I want to be famous or I want to kill because of some message boards. I liked You kill my son, bitch, I'm gonna kill you now.
And I don't see anything more sane than that. That's right.
Exactly.
Period.
That's the line of all the Scream killers.
What's the line again, Mark?
You killed my son, I kill you. And I can't think of anything more rational.
Exactly. I agree, Mark Holly. I agree.
I personally feel Randy dying made the sequel more epic. Absolutely.
Yes.
Even though the writing team regrets that decision, it really made us feel like, oh shit, any of them hoes are next.
Mm-hmm.
It was
And
most tragic.
that's why I think Mike is saying we're missing.
It's the most tragic death. Ever since then, they were like, let's just keep all the favorable people alive. Ever since then.
I like Cotton.
Most people do not be going up for Cotton and being alive.
Cotton and Danny Brackett are the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bobby, who is your choices?
Child, y'all left me with the scraps, but okay.
Me too.
Tyson.
It's okay. No, I like Tyson, but no. Y'all took the people. So I was all right. So I would say, as far as killer, Amber, because even though she's not a favorite too much, she still gave me my life by playing these motherfuckers. Like that scene when she came, that scene when she came out the house and she was trying to play Sydney and Gail and like gave that whole act. Like I was cracking the fuck up, and then she called Dewey a pussy. So here for it. And as far as somebody, I'll say Tatum. I like Tatum.
Oh, I forgot she was up there. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like Tatum. She was funny. She was a supportive friend, and I felt like she would be great.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah, but I don't have very much else to say about anybody else because, yeah.
What about your killer? Did you pick a killer?
Yeah, I say Amber.
Amber, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know all the Amber hate. I don't know people who I don't know. That's a whole nother. That's an episode in itself.
I thought she kicked ass.
She did, and I think a lot of people don't like her for that fact.
She killed Dewey, so that's probably the issue.
Yeah,
yeah. A lot of people.
She had a smart ass mouth.
Yeah, that too.
Germ, who was your killer?
Oh, it was Jill.
That was gonna be mine.
Mine too. And Mike, who was your killer? You picked
my killer was none other than Debbie Salt, Nancy Loomis.
We should have known that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a reason if I'm gonna go dark.
And Mark, who were your two?
My two were Ghostface was Roman, and I chose Maureen instead of Kate because I don't know why Kate's up there and Maureen's not.
And your survivor was who? Oh, Jennifer. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to resurrect Rebecca.
Nobody said CC. Wow. Okay.
I'm shocked you didn't do CC.
Right.
Surprise, Sydney. I always had a thing for you, Sid. Okay, I'm going to resurrect Rebecca because I thought that she was dope. I liked her mini chase scene, and she was funny, and she was
fuck me, wow.
If they would have killed Gail, I would have said they can leave Rebecca in the movie.
I was about to say she's a mini Gail.
Yeah, that's why I like her.
Yeah.
So Rebecca is my resurrection. Damn, fuck, Casey. And then my killer, I'm gonna bring back. Y'all are trifling. No one say Billy or Stu. Disrespectful.
Jason.
Well, technically, he's already back. He's in them subconscious of saying.
Okay. I should have resurrected Laura so she can try again, but you know what? Since everybody wants to bring Stu alive, I'm gonna resurrect Stu. Let's go.
Okay.
So Stu and Rebecca. So for killers, we have Amber, Debbie, Jill, Roman, and Stu. And survivors, we have Tatum, Hallie, Jennifer, Maureen, and Rebecca. Rebecca. Could we watch a limited series with those characters?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
That is a melting pot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think so.
Melting pot.
The question is, who's the lead?
Debbie.
Jennifer.
That part.
Okay, yeah, Jennifer.
You know what? We just gave ourselves a Dead by Daylight situation.
Yep.
all the
Indeed.
survivors, all the survivors
The
are the
killers.
playable characters, and then all the killers are the ones we ran from.
Sickening.
Oh shit.
Okay, so we talked about a lot of things so far. We talked about the core four. Oh shit. We talked about the core four.
Oh,
We talked about New York, the legacy characters. We talked about the opening, but there's part of the DNA of Scream is the motive, the kills, and the reveal. How do we feel in 30 seconds or less individually about the motive? And Germ, as I guess you know, you're going first.
I feel like a lot of people think that the Scream, this is a remix on Scream 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it as a little bit deeper. I think Radio Silence went into it as the Scream 2 as a blueprint, but through conspiracy theories.
Oh my gosh.
Stop, now I'm nervous. But yeah, I just feel like it's more about conspiracy theories and keyboard gangsters.
Wait, conspiracy theories and what?
Keyboard gangsters.
Keyboard gangsters?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. They all hide behind that screen and their keyboard. Okay.
I like that. I love it.
The motive for you, Mark, because the motive was revenge. And Kevin Williamson, before this even got into publicity and all the leaks and things came out, he was like, if you watch Sick, there is a Scream shout out, or the motive of maybe he didn't say that, maybe I knew this, but if you watch Sick, the motive is there for Scream 6. And Sick's motive was the family.
Oh shit.
I
haven't seen Sick.
Oh, it's yikes. Okay.
You didn't spoil nothing for me though.
Okay.
Check it out. I liked it.
It was good. It was fresh. It was good. It was brutal.
Good chase.
Okay.
I love
a lot of yeah.
But you said
for those who know the motive, then you see the correlation.
Okay.
But the motive in this one was Richie's father. Everyone was like, "Who's the new cameo?" The cameo was Richie. Richie's father went crazy like Debbie Salt and brought his two children in to kill Sam and Tara and frame her as the killer, like the world thought she was. They really assassinated her character, like really happened to her. They assassinated, they made her seem to be a killer. I didn't know you could legally say somebody it was a suspect.
Yes. What the fuck was that about?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know you could legally do that. That's slander.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the motive. Mark, what is your thoughts on the motive of Scream 6?
My thoughts was I was a little bit let down. At the same time, I kind of got it because real quick, Richie, this whole new era that we're in right now, Richie is the beginning spot because the shit ended with Jill. You know what I'm saying? There was no other reason for any of this stuff to come back, come around. We weren't supposed to come back here again. You know what I'm saying? And it started with Richie. So we got people out here trying to finish Richie's movie. We got people out here still upset about his family, revenge, doing revenge for him. So it's all gonna go back to Richie. So I was like, at least it wasn't something that was connected to the original. You know what I'm saying? Per se.
Thank God.
Yeah, but a friend of mine did tell me that he wants to see a Scream where the killer doesn't have a motive. They come in and just kill for the hell of it because they're just an obsessed fan. And that's why I thought they were headed with the line, which Radio Silence said they had a line from a Wes Craven-esque thing, and it was, who gives a fuck about the movies?
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a fuck about what you think? Freddy Krueger, Nightmare 3, Dream Warriors. Mm-hmm. So, because I think Wes wrote that line. So, yeah, I think that's, I just think that was a little bit of a letdown. But as you look at the bigger picture, it works perfectly. And then the whole reveal of, we say reveals later, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
What about you, Mike? What did you think about the motive?
I was okay with it. I think I would have preferred, because Amber doesn't really get any shine. I probably would have preferred if it was her family over Richie's, just because that would have caught me off guard because they talk about Richie so much. But I guess I get Richie was connected to Sam versus Tara being connected to Amber.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
It was alright, but again, I feel like it's following the formula of Screams 1, 2, and 3. This one is like straight up revenge for the death of a loved one. And I mean, I was all right with it. It was fun. I was along for the ride. I didn't really give a fuck by the end of the movie,
right.
what the motive was. I mean, it makes sense. I was kind of annoyed that I didn't pick up on the clues throughout the movie, but it was okay. I have thoughts about Scream 7, but 6, I was like, I was all right. I didn't hate it.
I am afraid of the formula of 5 was a remake or redo of 1, and then this one is a remake of 2, and in 3 they can probably. I mean, the rumors are endless for 7, right? Snow, overseas, anything that's not in Woodsboro is going to be almost compared to them being in LA. So I'm just like, I don't want them to go down there. And I love the homages, but I don't know. I don't know if we need to do a copy and paste again. Bobby, motive, what do you feel?
Same. At this point, like we watched a lot of Scream movies to get the motive, the scares, the reveals and stuff. And I was hoping that the motive in this one would be something I never seen before and something different, but it's literally a copy from the second movie. So I was just like, okay, sure. And then when we get the reveal, I'm like, all right, cool, but it wasn't exciting to me, you know. So I was a little underwhelmed with the motive as well. I just wish they did something different.
Yeah, that's what sort of took me from making this a 10, which is hard to do anyway, but it was really close, right? But that's what made this not a 10. It's one of those things, the motive. They could have been more creative because basically we just got the reverse Debbie Saw, which as a fan, amazing. But as far as like being, objective, yeah. The kills, the rumors were before we even saw any of this that it was gonna be brutal, the worst one we've. I mean, I feel like they say that every time, but
they said that the one last year.
The most brutal kills. I felt the sound effects for the stabs were brutal.
Oh yes,
it's like beauty when Jason got gutted.
Yes,
it felt bad. It felt real bad.
Yes.
Germ, talk to me about the kills for you.
Ooh, I feel like the kills with me, they were good, but with this movie, I'm a little drunk. This movie, I got to love the characters. They planted the seeds in 5, 6 developed them, and when I lost them, even like with Annika, that hurt me. The kill was good, the effects were awesome, but that hurt me.
Yeah, same.
Can I tell you when she hit the garbage can, everyone in the movie theater reacted the same? Ooh.
I looked away.
Yeah,
I don't know if you called me, Bobby. I was like this.
I wasn't emotional about that, but it was an emotional scene and it was great. And I feel bad for Mindy because Annika was riding for her.
Was she? The Niecy said in the comments, the double knife clean, like
with Chad.
Loved it.
Wet. Let me tell you.
You all were.
Yeah.
Man, they had to
so
be
good.
in stink, bro. Let me tell you, that shit was on point.
And they wore his ass out.
Wore him.
Listen.
It's hard to believe that he can survive that. That's all I want to say.
Hey. Yeah, exactly. We got. I screamed in the theater when they said we got a loud one. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I don't understand how Ethan let Mindy stay alive on this train.
Exactly.
Like, I don't understand that.
He couldn't.
Let her bleed out.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody looking at her.
But Mike, you said something earlier, like this is not about Scream 6. This is about the finale.
Yes.
All this is about Scream 7. That's what all this thing is about.
Yep.
So you made us fall in love with them in this movie. when Chad got stabbed, Tara reaction to her boyfriend, I was like, yes, Tara, be sad. And what badass Sam was like, girl, come on, we gotta go. But I think it's leading up to a brutal Scream 7. And I've even said this: if Gail was the opening kill in Scream 7, do it. Do it.
Ooh, for real?
You want to set this bitch off? Set this bitch off.
If it's the finale,
this is it.
I'm
we
shook,
not
TaMon.
doing no cookie cutter nothing. If it's
this
the
is me
finale.
being objective, not a fanboy. I'm just saying, like, if we're in the writing room and we're talking about if this is it, if this no one else is going to tap this property for 20 years when Sydney daughters are 18 or 20, however the hell they're going to be. We can't have Gail Weathers being Laurie. I mean, she basically is Laurie Strode, being 50 years old, doing all these things. But no. What better way to shake the foundation is to open this shit up with either her or Sydney's death.
I'm not mad at you, friend. I'm not mad.
Oh, what he says is it's fine, child.
Yeah, because I wrote the book on this. That's so that would break my heart, and I would probably not be able to watch the rest of the movie. But what it does is it sets Sydney up. If she's going to come back in the 7th one, like I always said, it should start with her checking on Gail in the hospital. Homage to Halloween 2 and fuck shit up from the very beginning.
Yep.
You thought it was it? You thought Danny Brackett was being all kind and sweet? No, ma'am. He's part of this cult. And he's going to come back and fuck everybody.
Yeah, get rid of Mark.
Kieran.
Kill off Gail or Mark Kincaid. Damn.
Mark, we don't know him. He can go.
We don't know him.
Off screen, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Y'all want a Kieran to go down. That's what y'all want.
Oh, the TV show. Ethan tried to clear his name with Mindy, so that's why he did not let her die. At this point, bitch, it don't even matter.
It's too late.
It don't.
Yeah,
it's at the end. We about
to
her. Right. He literally could have just walked away.
The other group as Ethan again.
He could have got off that sub and just let it go. Let her bleed out like you guys
like,
said.
Oops, I forgot Mindy.
They pissed me off.
I lost her in the crowd. I don't know where she at. Oops.
She told me not to fuck with her, so I left.
And they would believe it because that's something.
Because they were saying that they was going to go back to the hospital and take care of both Gail and Mindy.
Oh, that tickled me in the movie theater. He said, we're going to go back and make sure they don't push through. I was like, yes. Yes.
That's Jill energy. That is
very
Jill
much
energy.
so. And guess what? That's what Scream 7 should have started off.
Yeah, you know what?
In this hospital. Michael said we don't know him. I was talking about Mark Kincaid.
We sure don't. We don't know him or her alleged children. So
she has
these
children.
Excuses she's giving.
You hate her.
These excuses she's giving for not coming back.
What else?
So Gail lying for her?
Yes, Gail, stay lying. What you mean?
No, she can't. Her job is the truth. So,
and then on top of that, the line that got me was, I'm paraphrasing, but pretty much they sat there and said, "You can't do anything without CD Prescott. You're nobody without her." And I was like,
what did Tara say?
Oh, Ghostface?
Yeah.
Oh, Ghostface said that you never had a chance to be the lead. She said, "What does that make you? The brains and the sex appeal?" Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
And Tara said, "If Ghostface wasn't around, you'd fade away.
You'd be afraid that you fade away."
That was a read.
Tara.
Every time Gail was on the scene, she got red.
Yeah,
she did.
She took it on her chin. Now she was like.
It was such a "why are you here? Where did you come from?" vibe. It was like every time she popped up, "Bitch, why are you here?" Like, go away. Like when Sam said, "Gail, I swear to God."
Yo, that had me roll.
I loved it.
So
it tickled me when she first popped out. I was like, it was so cheesy. She was like,
it was cheesy.
She was interviewing them like, "Bitch, are you kidding me? Like you don't know these girls."
She did try to call her though. She was like, I had to try to reach you guys some type of way because you want to pick up your phone. I'm like, first of all, why you got Gail Weathers' phone number in your phone?
Because they family.
But she was pissed off when she saw her. It's just like, if I don't want to see your face, I'm not gonna have you by your phone like that.
It's like when your auntie make you mad because she talk about what you brought to the Christmas dinner, and so you don't want to fuck with her no more. And so that's how they felt about Auntie Gail. Like, you know what, this bitch, she is wearing us out.
Oh shit! Oh god. Okay.
Okay. So the killer reveal. Germ, you ready?
I'm listening.
What you? I think it's one of the better ones. I think it's going to be in my top. Jill was iconic. Amber was good. Billy was good. Mrs. Loomis was good. Roman.
Don't do that.
I don't know where. Damn, I don't even know where it falls. However, I enjoyed Kirby being shot. I enjoyed,
so rude.
I enjoyed Kirby being shot. I enjoyed this police officer not being bothered as Ghostface stood beside him and he introduced his family, into the people. It was cool, but there were definitely better ones.
Yeah, I feel like it's lower on the tier list when it comes to killer reveals. Not last, but it's very predictable. The only thing that gagged me was Quinn.
Yeah.
And I would say too, the beginning of the killer reveals of the Ghostface with that Greg person and just Jason off the rip, just unmasking himself. That was a gag too. So we had a killer reveal in the opening and the end. It was bookshelving the movie. So I liked it.
Yeah.
5 killers in one movie. That's crazy. 5.
It's a hit.
I pretty much, for me, the reveal, like I said, the only thing that gagged me was Quinn. And a lot of people said, "Oh, that was so original." I said, Roman did it first.
Yeah. But I said this before about Quinn. Scream is known to not really kind of do kills off screen. We usually see a motherfucker die. And Quinn's kill was off screen. You see her just being thrown through the door, and that was it. So I still put a pin in. Her. I'm like, you know what? Even though she's dead, with this franchise, you never fucking know. So it didn't really surprise me that much when she was revealed because I'm like, they didn't show her death, and at this point right now, in the Scream franchise, they can do anything.
I don't like how they explained the fake out though. The fake out I did not buy.
The switching of the bodies,
swap their body out, and I'm just like, come on, no.
So that means there was another kill. So I counted 14 kills, including the killers in this movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can't count the killers.
No, I said, but you take the killers out, it's only 12. No,
that's why they added so many people. They added so many people because they're like, we want to protect our little core 4 and our Gail and our Kirby and our Ben. So let's add mad people in the movie so they can be killed off.
And then Danny survived.
He was boring. I did not like him. He was.
You know what?
Let me tell you what Danny did for me. When Danny saw Red.
Quinn.
Oh, he's like, bitch.
Like Red.
Red. I'm like, yes, Danny. That was very hot. And
he was like, what's up, bitch?
I loved it. I loved it. And then also when he was on the train and Ghostface was coming up, he stepped in front of Sam. I was like, absolutely.
I live for that too.
That BDE.
Everybody has been. I've seen so many third shot pictures. Did somebody actually screenshot when he was
ironing his shirt?
And I'm like, who irons a t-shirt? What psycho irons a t-shirt? That's just me though. I don't iron.
If you about to put it on, why not?
I do not iron my t-shirts. I hang them up and just let them, the wrinkles fall out. I do not iron my t-shirts.
He wanted to, be crispy for his lady that he was screwing undercover.
Everybody kept. I've seen that damn chest of Joshua Guerrero so many times this past in the last 5 days. It's been ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
I felt like he stepped in front of Sam like to tell that Ghostface, not yet.
Not yet. Mm-hmm. He's Karen.
I still think he's a part.
I think so too. He's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the rumors not rumor, it's not even a rumor, but one of the ideas that are coming out is like, okay, Sam and Danny are getting married, remote location. We got Gail, Sydney, Kirby. Everybody's there together, and then it's a bloodbath. So imagine the cast is all the legacy characters, including the core 4. So you trying to bloodbath.
So you talking about Harper's Island type shit?
Period. Where only 2 people live.
That would have so many people up in their feelings.
I'm here for it though. I want to see Gail go. I want to see maybe Chad go. I want to see Tara go. Kirby.
Why do you want Kirby to die?
Why you have it out for her so bad?
I want her wig to be laid to rest.
Leave her wig alone. You didn't come for Gail when she had those fucked up bangs and screams.
I did. I definitely did. But you can't come for her for that right now. I like the 2 hairstyles. This shaved pixie Well, I can't say that, but this shaved pixie dude, and then she come back with.
It doesn't matter. She was still all that. So
she was lame.
She was.
I like the Easter egg in Scream 5 when Gail was on TV saying, if y'all say anything about, she said something about her bangs, and she was like, if anybody comes to me with bangs again, or something like that. I was like,
oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I like how Kirby said that we're a little family now.
Yeah,
and so that made me feel like she will come back.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if she'll be back. It feels like it's a no.
I think she will. I think she'll come back.
wouldn't mind.
I think they'll kill her if they bring her back.
They should.
Yeah.
No, bring back Lois and Murphy and have them be the opening kill in the next movie.
Hi, Sydney.
No, I really did that. Hi.
The ultimate final girl in this whole franchise is Chad and Mindy's mother. She don't got nothing to worry about. She is good. She's sitting pretty.
But I was like, when she's the killer, like in the next one.
I'm still mad about my brother.
She's the killer in the next one, and she fucking Sam's man. So them two are the killers. So what's her name, Danny? And
because she's still mad about her brother, and she's still
exactly.
And she raised her kids to be killers too. That's why what's her face never dies, Mindy.
Yeah. She always get a little like, swipe on the shoulder, a little pinch on the gut. That's all. Because that was my biggest problem with this movie too. Because Mindy got fucked up, but she was still running around like nothing hurt her.
Like Annika.
Yeah, and I'm just like Annika was struggling, but fucking Mindy's running around like.
Well, Annika did have the knife, and then he was juking it up in her stomach
after he twisted it.
Yes, so like
he was pissed.
He was bleeding.
He was pissed. Yeah, he was pissed. Like
she shouldn't have hit him. She shouldn't have hit him.
I felt like that was racist.
So
that was
racist.
Very much.
Oh, very much so. And that was the police. No, who was that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it felt like it was the dad. Because who else could pick her up with one hand? And he turned her so fast, her hair was like whoosh.
Yeah.
He picked up with one hand and swung the shit out of her.
Yeah.
So
because we all know Ethan ain't that. Ethan ain't. I don't think he did anything. He probably was the ghost. He probably was just a caller. That was it.
The only thing he did was die virgin.
I loved how Tara fucked him up. That was like a great scene. The way she had that knife in his mouth and she just waited and then kind of was like,
wow,
so good.
And even Sam and Tara at the end, like when the father was apologized, like, bitch, we are not gonna let you out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I love that entire scene when she was stabbing the fuck out of him. Like she sat there, like she drunk the Kool-Aid. And she
was getting every part, like
I'm gonna make sure your ass dead. And then Tara walks in like, "Are you okay?"
The whole movie,
and then
the whole movie,
like,
Tara wanted to see.
Was checking on her sister, like, "Hey, you good?"
And then Sam was like, "You know what? I'm not that person you're trying to make me be, and I'm not gonna let." She said, "I'm not gonna kill you." He was like, "Thank you," and Tara looked at her like,
"You're joking."
But you did fuck our family. Boom! I was like, "Thank you, God." But
the part I lived for was when Sam and the father was up there, and obviously she ran out of bullets. But before then, she was like, "It looks like you're down a brother," and her face in that scene had me dying. I was like, "Oh, this bitch got a lot of shade." And then she just started to tackle him, even though he could have shot her right there. But when she tackled him, I still got my life. I'm like, you know what? Sam is here, yo. Yeah. Nobody better not talk any shit about her after this movie. That's all I was saying.
No.
I said I was standing Sam in the first one, and this is like right now. Like, listen.
That's very true. Go. And she got points for saying to Tara, "I need you to be ready." I was like, that felt good. That felt so real to me. Like, bitch, we about to twirl in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We about to twirl them to a nothing. Do you understand? Do you understand? Tara had that brick and she bust Queen Grill open. Exactly. Run up and get done up, Queen.
Damn.
Come on, motherfucker.
That's what I'm talking about. That turned me on so much, Sam. I need you to be period.
Sam was on. She was ready the entire movie.
She was on gold the whole movie.
She was on 10 the entire movie. Like, yo, the only time when she wasn't on 10 was when she was on 10 then, but you know, no, she did the damn thing.
Danny Brackett said, "Don't trust your friends. Don't trust me. Say less, Eric."
Which is something a killer would say.
Exactly. So we're gonna keep our eyes on him if he comes back for Scream 7, which is what are your thoughts, Germ? After all of this conversation, we are fans and loyalists of this franchise. What do you want to see next in Scream 7 besides Sydney?
I want to see in Scream 7. I want to see. I am a firm believer. Are we doing predictions or no?
All of it.
Okay. So what I predict is going to happen is we have a Sam and Tara face off. I feel like everybody believes that Sam is going to turn. I feel like it's Tara who's going to turn because she like killing a little bit too much. And if you following the blueprint, Scream 2 was the family. Scream 1 was reestablishing like the whole going back to the original. 3, the half brother, half sister face off. I feel like, and then 2, Tara had that striped shirt that Jill had on. That Jill had she was a good guy. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. And I think the reason why they set up all these people to live is because at least 80% of this cast is going to die in 7.
I hope so.
I'm tired. I keep seeing females in these movies all the time. They can sit down and let the final guy get some action.
Wrong franchise, honey.
Wrong franchise.
How about Evil Dead?
Well, no, not really. I don't think now. Yeah. Now the ladies taking over Evil Dead.
Sure is.
Welcome to 2023.
Jeremy, that was good. Okay, Jeremy's point, following the formulas, right? So there's going to be, if they follow 3 with 7, it'll be some family revelation. I think because they brought up Sam and Tara's mother in this, and where the fuck is this bitch at? So I think she's going to be involved. I think she was fucking Billy. She's jealous of Sydney. I think she helped push Billy when Roman brought that information up to actually go ahead and initiate starting the killing and shit. So I think, and then they've been toying with the idea that Sam is going to go to the dark side in this because she keep looking at the mask, she keep seeing her father and all this shit. I think, and the only thing that's been bringing her back is Tara checking on her like, bitch, what's good with you? Why are you doing all this? So if they kill Sarah off, there's going to be nothing to stop her from going to the dark side.
That was my point.
That's when Sydney is going to be like, okay, I got to take this bitch out because your father started it and now you trying to end it, so I got to end you. So there's going to be a
Sam versus Sydney
showdown between the finals.
I'm okay if Sydney don't come back. Honestly, I love she's my favorite final girl, but Sydney doesn't need to come back.
I co-sign with that. I agree with what Mike just said. I agree with what Jerem just said, because I also too think that somebody said in the comments earlier that I said it at the end of when I saw the movie, and you see Sam, she took the mask out of the, which is evidence. That's evidence. You know what I'm saying? She took the mask out and hid it in her coat, and then Tara called back to her and said, "Are you coming?" It's like always Tara is her anchor. That's the only thing she has left that is her good side. So if something happens to Tara, probably mid-movie in Scream 7, she's going to probably snap. And then what's going to probably end up happening is she's going to probably end up killing the killer in Scream 7, and then she's going to like go through the rest of the killings in the movie. She can probably start knocking off Legacy and stuff like that.
Ooh, I can see that.
Oh, if she kills Gail, that would bring Sydney out. I'm just saying.
It would. When you said she took out that mask, I was like, did you take the mask or did you steal the mask? I ain't take shit. I ain't steal shit.
I ain't take shit.
I actually think she went back and got it, and we just didn't see it. But I think she went back and got it.
Okay. Bobby, did you go?
No, you guys killed it with the theories. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say about that. All I have to say is I just think that Danny's a part of it. I think he has some type of relationship with Sam and Tara's mom, probably. That's why she's hidden. And I think them two are going to come out and be a part of something. I don't know what it is, but I do know they're going to be maybe the killers or maybe something more, I don't know, sinister. But yeah, you guys killed it with the theories. I can't beat that. I can't. You guys did that.
Danny Brackett is Stu after facial surgery. He had surgery, and now he is Danny Brackett.
And Bobby,
3 years younger.
That would be a gag, and I would hate.
Don't face off me. No, don't do it.
That's what I'm saying. It would be a gag, and I'd be sitting there feeling so sorry for Matthew Lillard. Like, yo, they sat there and recast you, bro. That is horrible.
Sorry for Sam. This is the second killer who tried to fuck me and got to fuck me and then tried to kill me.
That's Sam. I said I'd be sorry for Matthew.
Could be a sign. Oh God, wait.
They must be trash, Sam. All they want to do is kill you. Okay, so my theory is this. I think we're going to have another location, maybe overseas. You know, Japan is a strong place for horror, so that'll be really cool if they did like a semester overseas, or if they took like a class trip. Hell, even a graduation, sorority row-ish type thing. You know, the sorority was centered around graduation or graduation day. So even if the next one is still back in New York, which would be okay, and it's centered around graduation, I am a firm believer that Christine Carpenter is definitely got something going on.
Yeah.
And I love the idea that she's fucking Danny Brackett and she sent him there to spy on his daughter. Her daughter. But where's their father? He's probably dead. So it's just like, I think that now he will be a good opening. Whoever we catch for him, that'll make Sam and Tara come to wherever he was located. Christine, if she's not gonna be the killer or a fake out, she'll be a great opening. I think I want to see them in the snow. That was something that's been talked about a lot. And I will end with, after seeing Scream 6 and all of my peers saw it, someone Facebook messaged me. He was actually here, Missy. He said that best Scream movie ever, Sydney didn't go through shit. So let that marinate. Think about the journey of Sam / Tara so far, and we'll close with that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mike, I think you should go first because you are definitely one to
go
say.
Go first with what? Oh.
Let that marinate. Tell me what you think as we begin to close out tonight.
With Scream?
Yeah. They said that Sydney didn't go through shit.
She did not. She finally had some sense, was like, no, let me get my family, get the fuck up out of here. Y'all handle that over there in New York. That all got shit to do with me.
Talks about her.
And sorry, her alleged family. Thank you, Jeremy. But I fully expect her to be in the 7th movie. If it starts with her and she's still alive, I feel like it needs to end with her. This to me would make sense for her to be in this movie. So I'm okay with it. And so all y'all, I don't hate Sydney. I just don't like her unnecessarily being in the movies. That's all I'm saying. And she gets people killed.
Is the movie, baby.
She ain't. Sam came in and shut shit down. She said, Sydney, who? I will bust that bitch in her face. That's what Sam said.
He's trying to, okay.
Go ahead, Mark.
Germ. Final thoughts on that comment I made and just Scream 6, the franchise just in general, 30 seconds or less. What you thinking?
I feel like you say 30 seconds or less only for me, but
it's not.
All right. Scream 6. Scream 6. I said it in a text message earlier with Bobby and Mike and Ash. I think Scream 6 is my favorite. It's number 1 for me. It surpassed number 1. I did.
Wow.
And overall, the franchise is the most consistent. There's not a bad Scream movie in my opinion. I just have preference, and that's it.
Part.
I have a question. Do we think it's not a bad franchise because they cater to the fans instead of possibly trying to push the story differently?
No, because it's one timeline. It's one timeline. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's one.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's one timeline, and also because if they truly cater to the fans, it would be like on that Halloween shit. Halloween shit catered too much to the fans that it fucked up a lot of things. Okay. If they didn't do that, maybe Halloween Kills and Ends would be better. Even though I personally love Kills, you all know that. But I'm just saying that trilogy would be a lot better. But they focused too much on fan service that they fucked up a lot of things. This one, I feel like they knew what they were doing. Yes, they gave us fan service, but they also gave us new characters that we can actually grow and love.
Yeah,
grow and love. You know, Halloween didn't do that, so I actually do. I think they're doing great.
Okay,
yeah.
To Germ's point, I think the connective tissue of the franchise is what makes it so amazing. Yep. Because 26 years of these characters, dead or alive, that we're still talking about to today, and they're being brought up in the current stories in a way that feels natural, is unheard of in any other franchise, right? And so Scream will always survive if the content is good. The first time they fuck up and give us some trash, they may lose everybody. So Scream always evolving and it's staying with the time, sometimes before its time, Scream 4. But I'm looking forward to Scream 7. I'm looking forward to whether Sydney is there or not, whether any of the legacy characters or not. They gave me enough in this one to latch on to the core 4. To want to see what happens to them. And you, Germ and Mark, you know I love Sydney too. She's right after Gail in my book. But I wasn't questioning where she was.
Either.
I wasn't either.
Beautiful story about these teenagers who really going through some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And it was good.
As it should have been. I mean, people keep coming at me asking me like, "Well, Sydney wasn't in it." I'm like, there's no place for her in this movie.
It's not.
And this is coming from a huge fan. This is me coming from a huge Sydney Prescott fan. There was no place for her in this movie.
And I will say too, if 7 is the last film, I want them to wrap everything up. Even bring people. I want them to even bring people from the TV show Scream. Bring people.
Oh no, no. All right, John.
I'm playing.
Okay.
It's my favorite franchise because it's the most consistent. If they don't start chopping folks, we're gonna have a problem. You're absolutely right
here.
I agree. It's time to let them go.
But it almost feels like it's not like they're saving people. It's just like not like they're randomly keeping people alive. It feels intentional. Just like Halloween, we knew we were getting a trilogy, even though Scream won't tell us that. Yeah, we had this already planned from the beginning. But we already know that shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like we know what they're setting us up for. Like you guys were saying earlier tonight. Intro for 5, Fall in Love, Scream 6, Scream 7, fuck it up.
Yep.
Yeah. This has been so amazing. Germ, thank you so much for coming to hang out with the Kings tonight.
Germ.
It's been a long time waiting.
I love each and every one of y'all, even you, Michael.
Thank you. I love you too, Germ. We have fun fucking with each other.
Yes, this will not be the last time that you're up here chatting with us. I'm sure we're gonna have some fun stuff coming for you to talk about with us. Thank you again, Germ, and to my fellow Kings. This has been so much fun talking about one of our favorite franchises. So this was great. To our screamers in the audience, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with us. We love you. Like, share, subscribe. Tell all your homies about us. Make us. What is it called when you get a lot of likes? It's called
viral.
Yeah, make us go viral.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I should ask Gio. Make us go viral. We love you guys, and yeah, I don't have a Jeremy. Do you have a closing quote for us?
Child.
Come on, Manisi. Core 4.
Yeah, Core 4.
All right, to the Core 4. Cheers. Good night, y'all.